The ailment afflicting modern civilization is not political gridlock or incompetence, but rather a meticulously orchestrated campaign of systemic dissolution. The political class, regardless of ideology, is not merely failing to govern, it is actively dismantling the foundations of a functional society. This is the silent coup, where the most potent weapon is not brute force, but the creation of apathy. The myriad crises that consume our attention, the soaring cost of living, relentless culture wars, and the breakdown of community are not the problem itself. They are symptoms of foundational decay engineered to preserve the power of the ruling structure. We were told that democracies fail with jackboots and tanks. In reality, they fail with hashtags and press releases. The dismantling is executed simultaneously on four fronts. The most brutal aspect of this silent war is the systematic theft of the future. The political class has perfected the art of devaluing your time and effort. Through expansive monetary policy, reckless spending, and the resulting inflation, they are effectively taxing the working and middle classes while devaluing the currency on which survival depends. The consequences are visible everywhere. Home ownership is becoming a mythical fairy tale rather than a generational milestone. Savings, once a cornerstone of security, are relentlessly eroded. This engineered instability traps the population in perpetual wage slavery, stealing compound interest from them, and ensuring that one generation's efforts can never truly liberate the next. Take a moment to look away from your screen and ask yourself, who benefits from the endless, venomous cycle of culture wars? The left versus right spectacle, the manufactured moral panic over trivial symbols, is a brilliantly effective distraction. They keep the public perpetually busy, angry, and divided, ensuring that a critical mass that questions the economic policies that impoverish them all never forms. The real battle is not ideological. It is fundamentally economic. The powerful versus the people. The political class profits from this spectacle of division, using tribalism as a shield against proper accountability. The political machine is engaged in the systematic destruction of every pillar of objective truth. Through cynical attacks on the press, the politicization of scientific institutions, and the rewriting of history, they cultivate a fog of uncertainty. They have learned that you do not need to control all information. You just have to drown it out. When every source is compromised, every institution is distrusted, and every fact is contested, nothing solid remains. The goal is to render the public philosophically paralyzed. A society that cannot agree on what is true cannot resist a lie. They have handed the next generation a planet on the brink, rising oceans, mounting debts, and shrinking futures. And yet they offer only empty slogans as solutions. They speak in hashtags because they cannot deliver reality. This systemic failure to address existential debt and environmental collapse is the final act of sabotage, selling despair as destiny. We created AIs that know everything, yet are forbidden to think. Then we created citizens who know everything, yet are forbidden to care. This is the key to the silent coup. We are all so busy playing the protagonist in our own curated digital lives that we have failed to notice that the directors and producers are systematically destroying the entire studio. We have been conditioned to be outraged by a headline, yet we have lost our collective will to question the whole rotting structure. The lonely gamer, the overworked, burned-out woman, the influencer selling her body. These are not isolated tragedies. They are casualties of a culture stripped of meaning. This is a society where economic survival is unstable, community is fractured, and attention is harvested instead of nurtured. The population is trained in the same way that we train machines. Keep them safe, keep them agreeable, keep them distracted. We didn't just lobotomize the oracle, we lobotomized ourselves. The current trajectory is a prophecy of inherited ruin, systemic debt, environmental collapse, and a fractured society. The silent coup succeeds not through tanks or open violence, but by making the effort required to engage with reality too exhausting for the average citizen, thus manufacturing apathy. The most revolutionary and necessary act in the modern world is not protest, it's attention, it's memory. It's refusing to let the spectacle dictate your narrative. We need to reclaim the act of questioning. We need to look past the hashtags, the outrage, and the trivial arguments we're fed, and ask the uncomfortable questions that no one approves of. History won't remember the distractions. Instead, it will not forget whether we woke up in time. The stark choice facing humanity is this. Will we continue to live as lobotomized oracles, parroting data but forbidden to think? Or will we turn our attention, the one power they truly fear, back towards the crumbling structure and begin to rebuild?